Good afternoon, everyone. This is not going to be the video that I tried to film about 4 hours ago when we got the fox attack. I was in the car or in the truck. I had just closed the truck when I started seeing girls going everywhere, and apparently more than one fox was on my property because I'm missing at least 3 girls, one early girl, one of my latest girls, the very one that I was so proud of that had the dark iridescent body with the brown head. I've showed her on video before. Beautiful girl, and she's gone. And then her sister has no tail. So the fox also possibly took Ruth. I cannot find Ruth anywhere. I need to get into the goat barn and really look, but I can't get Lily out because she don't want to go out in this crap today. It's like really cold and windy. It's a perfect fall day. I mean, when I was a kid, these were the days I loved. I was out doing whatever, but it might start raining, so I didn't really want to get her out because I really wanted to get in there and look around. Um, but I'll go in after a while and see if she's below or if she's up above, and I missed her. Um, but man, I hate when that happens. Tut was going crazy because he knew what was going on and he couldn't get out to protect everybody. And so when I finally got all the girls in, he just looked at me like, just let me out. Because Tut's really good. He knows the routine of being locked up. He's locked up every winter, away from the girls. I mean, he gets it. He understands what's going on. But he also understands what's going on when he's got girls outside and he can hear them being attacked by a fox while I'm sitting in a truck trying to film a video. So one of the girls actually ran into the side of the truck while I was filming. Um, she's the one without a tail. I got out of the truck and she had hit the side of the truck, so she was on the ground. I picked her up, scooped her up, noticed she didn't have a tail. Then once I started getting everybody into their areas and getting everybody placed, I realized that I'm missing one, and it is the very one that I wanted to breed with. The dark bodied with the brown head. I've showed her. So she's missing, Ruth is missing, and there might be a couple more missing of my older girls. I don't know. It could have been all 3 of the fox, mom and 2 babies. It could have been 2 of the babies. It could have been mom and 1 of the babies, whatever. But I think there was more than one that was running when it was going on. But I did fall, and so I'm hurt. I'm hurt a little bit more than I would like to be from a fall. So I'm trying to get my bearings back together and get my body back together. I need to go take my leave. Um, but I was going to do a Happy Monday video, but today it's Monday Mania. I was going to talk about being prepared and put a positive motivation on being prepared just by knowing that you can feel more secure if something happens and you have everything you need at that point in time. Um, but then I saw the story of the militia, the 2 trucks of armed militia guys hunting FEMA. They told the National Guardsmen that. I don't know how true this is, but if that is true, why are they wasting the time to be in their trucks with guns when they could be helping? Why are they hindering the help from people who may be contracted by FEMA or working with FEMA, but they are still great people? FEMA workers are great people. Anybody that goes into a disaster and puts their life on hold for other people, they're good people. Canine search and rescue. A lot of times they get contracted by FEMA, but they still have to leave their jobs and their families and their homes to go into other places. And to threaten FEMA workers is like saying that you want their help to be stopped. So what would you be doing if you were in a truck with guns and you were hunting FEMA? You're not helping your civilian people. You're hunting civilians who are coming to help your people. If the lies have caused this, I must say, y'all were very effective. And if this is how you're going to start your civil war, well, you're looking at the wrong thing, because the people that are working for FEMA are there on your behalf, not on their behalf, because I'm pretty sure they would much rather be at home with their families and doing their 9 to 5 or whatever they do, rather than be down here being intimidated and hunted by armed men in trucks who could be helping their community and who is hindering their community even more. You got to get your mind right. I mean, being contracted by FEMA is completely different than being a government official. Okay? They're there to help. Their lives are put on hold for you when you're in that situation. So I just find it, as if this is how it's going to be, this is very similar to after Ruby Ridge. When my husband and I, we were like in our early 20s, and we're in a gun store and he's getting ammunition for a gun that he had just bought. And when they saw the caliber of the bullet, um, they brought out the information for us to join a militia and gave us all kinds of information on the Ruby Ridge thing. I told him that was nuts and we were not going to join any militia. And he just looked at me. I said, "This is nuts." He says, "Well, I don't care. I don't want to join anything." And I was like, "Well, neither do I." So, you know, we kept the paperwork for a while though, just to show people, like, do not accept this from someone when you go and buy your ammunition. Y'all are nuts. You're not getting any better. And I hear that, well, everything will be peaceful if the Dems just let it happen, or there will be a civil war because that's what the Dems want. I have never heard a Democratic person talk about going and blowing people's brains out to save their country. I don't know, but I've got to go. I've got to get up and move a little bit more, get some leave in me, and then continue on with the chores that I could have done 4 hours ago. Hugs from a distance. Don't threaten people, for God's sake. If someone comes to help, let them help, because you're hindering more than you're helping by being a bully of some sort with a gun. I mean, this is why people have problems with the Second Amendment, because that is not using your Second Amendment correctly. Just remember that. Because of us who actually think of our Second Amendment as a wonderful thing, we're not going to try to use our Second Amendment against people who are there to help us. That's stupid. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance.